Deshaun Watson had, I think, a very bad night between the ears on Monday night. Chris and I talked about this yesterday. He was very frustrated, whether it was, I'm not the guy that I used to be, or, I've spent so much time wondering what he's going to hear from the fans in the stands at road games after the off-field stuff. I hadn't really thought what he might be hearing from other players during games, the John Randall dynamic of trying to get inside your head. He was very frustrated, very pissed off, grabbing guys by the face mask and pulling them to the ground twice. Not just the accidental, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to grab your face mask. Grab it, I know I'm grabbing it, and I'm throwing you to the ground by it. That was odd. That speaks to a level of frustration that we aren't used to seeing from Deshaun Watson. And then when he shoves the official out of his way, sideline scrum, official tries to push him away and shoves him out, and he shoves the official out of the way. Watch this, aftermath of the play. The official's trying to restore order, and he shoves him away. And the NFL issued some mealy-mouthed word salad yesterday to justify why he wasn't penalized and ejected for this. And I thought it was shameful. I don't know whether they're trying to keep their best quarterbacks on the field. We know that's part of the MO. We don't get huge ratings if the best quarterbacks aren't playing. I don't know what's going on with this, but he's clearly frustrated, and he's lucky he didn't get ejected. And I thought as of yesterday, if they're doing the right thing at 345 Park Avenue after he engages in two flagrant, look, grab and pull and rip twice and shove an official, I thought maybe he'd get suspended for a game. But that hasn't happened. If it was going to happen, it would have happened yesterday. So somebody's got to settle him down, because that display of frustration and putting hands on an official, that can't continue. And I hope somebody from the league office made it clear to him, we'll give you a pass this time. We'll apply a different standard to franchise quarterbacks or quarterbacks who were franchise quarterbacks. But you do this again, it's not going to be quite as forgiving. From our perspective, we'll still sit you down.
He is not the first player from the Browns to have a run-in with the Steelers and get frustrated. The other one was suspended. That would be Myles Garrett. And this one should have been ejected from that game, Mike. I agree with you. It should be automatic once you make contact with an official. Whether it's intentional or not doesn't matter. Once you make contact with an official, it's an automatic ejection. And so he should have been tossed right at that point. And if he wasn't tossed, which he wasn't, then he should serve a one-game suspension. But it's obvious, I agree with you, that's not going to happen. He's going to pay a fine, probably a pretty hefty fine, because there probably will be 3 different fines in there, or there should be 3 different fines in there, 2 for the face mask penalties and 1 for making contact with an official.
In the judgment of the officials, the contact did not rise to the level of a foul. That's the statement from the league sent yesterday. The officials are called upon to maintain order on the field, and sometimes while performing those duties, there is inadvertent contact between players and officials. I'm sorry, league office, I reject that. That does not mesh with what we saw. Please don't try to gaslight us, 345 Park Avenue. Show it again. This is not an effort to restore order in the middle of 2 guys fighting and somebody who swings his hand at an opponent accidentally grazes the official. This is an official physically pushing Deshaun Watson away from a fight. And in lieu of respecting what this official is doing, he shoves him out of the way. We've seen that result in an ejection multiple times. I was at the game and I saw it live with my own eyes, not on the screen. I saw it. It's like, he's done. And it's not just, well, the officials it's hectic and it's chaotic and sorry we didn't. We know there's the pipeline from 345 Park Avenue, and one of the benefits, one of the uses of the pipeline is to say so-and-so is disqualified. Send him to the showers. I'm really surprised. And I can't help but wonder, are they just trying to keep the best quarterbacks on the field? Because last year when they started throwing roughing the passer penalties willy-nilly, Troy Vincent got on ESPN's pregame show and said, hey, NFL games are the highest rated shows on TV. And one of the reasons is quarterbacks are playing. If the quarterbacks aren't playing, the games aren't going to be the highest rated anymore. Once you admit that you don't have a firewall between your business interests and the purity of the game, stuff like this can happen. And it's not tinfoil hat conspiracies for me to say, why didn't they eject the guy? Oh, he's a quarterback. Anybody else, Charean? He's gone.
Some of your tinfoil hats I don't agree with, but I completely agree with this, Mike. I think it was the fact that it was the quarterback who made contact, and they weren't going to take a quarterback out of the game. And so that's why he continued to play in that game, was because of the position that he played. If it's any other player, offensive lineman, a running back, even a receiver, I think they're gone, and I think they're gone in a split second. And he, frankly, should have been gone. It shouldn't matter what position you play. It shouldn't matter your intent. Once you make contact with an official, immediately throw that flag. You're gone.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.